We've enjoyed many championship seasons here at Duke University. The primary reason for those championships has been our great team man-to-man defense. Certainly, we love to play offense. Offense can be somewhat unpredictable. Great team man-to-man defense can be played game after game. Now, in our defense, we like to attack rather than react to our opponents. What does this do? It speeds them up. It gets them out of their normal areas of deployment, and it forces turnovers. God love turnovers because they produce high percentage baskets. Now, we have had many National Defensive Players of the Year here, but most of our kids are normal kids, some of whom can play individual defense at a high level, some not at that level. But collectively, when they learn our habits, they can play great team defense. Now, I want to share with you the principles of our defense in this video. I also want to show you drills which develop the habits. The lectures and demonstrations you'll see come from one of my recent coaching clinics where team defense was emphasized. I'm going to show you individual drills which concentrate on footwork, balance, timing. We'll progress to multiple player drills and we'll end with 5-on-5. The basic principles we apply to our team defense have remained the same through the years. Proper defensive stance. Pressuring the ball. Denying one pass away. Stopping penetration. Movement. Communication. And vision. In this section of the clinic, we'll set up our half-court defense using these principles. Pressuring the ball here. Okay? We want to pressure the ball. And Williams in a staggered stance, pressuring the ball. He's not stealing the ball. Would like to influence the ball to go to the outside. We're not forcing to the outside. We're influencing. If they would like not to give them anything, but if they're going to go in any direction, would like to have them go there. Here, Trajan's denying the penetrating pass. So is Chris Burgess denying a penetrating pass. One pass away, we would still be denying. So say, Corey, you're up here. Let's get just a little bit further. Chris Carrawell now, come on board in an operating area. That's it, right there. Okay. Chris Carrawell now would be what I would call in a closed stance. He's close to the ball. He's chest to chest with his man, and we're looking to deny one pass away. Elton Brand is in the middle of the lane. If his man is right on the block, Elton Brand can be in the middle of the lane. If Shane Battier was playing a wing, Elton, with the ball there, would be straddling the lane. Okay? He's 2 passes removed, and he'd be able to see ball and man. Ball and man. That's what he's doing. If the ball went to Nate James on the wing, Elton now comes in the middle of the lane. Still ball and man. William Avery is denying, and now Chris Carrawell is even in a little bit more of an open stance. He doesn't want Nate James to see him narrow. What he wants, Nate James, to see his chest, and he can still get back to Corey Maggette. Because right now, Nate James isn't just the man with the ball, is not just looking at Trajan, he's looking at the help. If he sees Chris Carrawell like this, he knows that he has more room. If he sees William Avery hugging his man, now he sees real estate. When you see real estate, you buy it. And you buy it with the dribble penetration move. William plays off of his man, but still in the passing lane. I show big here, I can still see this. And now he's less apt to try to drive. Chris Burgess with the man on the block, or just above the block would be more side high. Ball you man. With the player here being so low, we don't care about him being on this side of him. We can cover this like this. If Matt Christensen was further up the lane, now Chris Burgess would go to that side. So that's a read the post defense has got to make. And this is the toughest part of the defense, is playing people in the post. It's the toughest part. Okay, ball goes back out on top. Over the years, we've made some improvements in teaching our team man-to-man defense, primarily in how we defend the wing on the ball side. First of all, we try to stay in a closed stance all the time. We don't open up. Secondly, we try to communicate better to that man, whether he has an occupied or an unoccupied low post. And finally, when that defender has to jump down inside, when the ball goes to a big guy, we put greater emphasis on the recovery to take away the three-point shot. When the ball is on the wing, what we are trying to do is make sure we are wide. We still have a heel-to-toe stance, a staggered stance. I'm square shoulders with him, but instead of putting my hands in front of me, I want to put my hands out here. Okay? Not like this. Not like this. Here, I create a bigger space for him to attack. We have found, now that's a change in how we've done things. We have found that when we put our hands here, the offensive player doesn't attack feet as much as he attacks hands. Because if I lean and put my hand here, I get just a little bit off balance. And that's what they end up attacking. So going for the ball here makes me small while he has the dribble. If he didn't have the dribble, we're all over him, of course. So right now, we're stopping penetration. Let me go through a couple of the things that we're doing different. First of all, let's say Matt Christensen's playing high. It's more of a 2-3 high set. What we used to do is if this man would come into the lane, Trajan would open up as the man would get to the lane. Just open up right there. We don't do that anymore. What we do is now stay closed. Do it again, Nate. Go right there. He stays close to him. Go right into the lane. Right here. Okay? He's playing him and denying him the whole way. Because of this being open, we like to alert, go back out on the wing. Elton Brand, who's playing his man all the way here, is talking to Trajan. And the thing he is telling him is open, open, open post, you're open. Because how Trajan's denying right now it can be influenced by whether it's an open or closed post. Okay? So we're talking about being open. Okay, come on back down here. Another change we have is that if Nate comes here and tries to get open, okay, right now it's impossible for Trajan to do his job if he has to see the ball. Trajan's job is to deny his man the ball. That's it. With the ball there and him doing this. That's his job. And so in order to do that, when he gets to this area, there's a lot of congestion. If Trajan was still trying to see the ball, he would end up opening up and lose sight of his man. So what Trajan does here is he fights in here, and now Chris Burgess is his eyes. He doesn't have to talk to Trajan Langdon. Right now, let's do that again, Trey. Okay, first of all I'm saying, you got help, you got help, you got help. I'm giving you a lane. Come on, go on in, Nate. I'm giving you a lane. Right here, I don't care what Trajan's doing now. My job is to see for both of us. Okay? I don't have to tell Trajan, you're okay, you're okay. It's useless talk. And the elimination of useless talk in setting up a defense is very, very important. I should be, if I'm Chris Burgess, now talking to the ball. You okay, William? Okay. I got help for you. Okay. Okay. And Trajan's job, because I don't know what's going to happen, I don't care. Nate may go to the other side. Okay, but if he comes back out, okay, Trajan then picks up sight of the ball again. He does not have to see the ball here. We're not going to get hurt by him not seeing the ball right there. And at one time, I said that you always see the ball, and we've changed that. In that situation, you don't, because you can't do your job if you do that. The other thing is, when the ball goes into Nate, okay, and Chris Burgess gets caught behind, and now the pass is made inside. Okay, Trajan jumps to the ball. His back is to the baseline. This is similar to what we've always taught. However, we have not made it until the last few years just your sole thought, your first initial thought, if that ball goes out. We've talked about closing out, but in this situation, we tell our players, you take away the three first, no matter what. No matter what. So when this help and recover move, get it right back in here, all it is one step, but when he goes out, he has to come up high. And then if he came, William's got to be able to help on the penetration. Nobody can help him take away the three except Trajan. Just like inside, nobody's going to stop Nate from receiving the ball except Trajan. So we've kind of personalized that. In the offenses that we have encountered for a number of years, people like to force that congestion and then get out. And of course, passing and relocating for the three is one of the best three-point shots you can take. Okay? So in our defense, those are just a few of the subtle changes we've made. It shows you the full thing. You know, what we're leading up to. Okay, now how do we practice it?